I don't know how to explain this. This is a major topic of discussion. I came up with this one. I'm kind of going to introduce it and let everyone know what we're doing, why we're doing. And the reason that we're going to do that is, I think anytime we come up with a topic, whoever, the main person who comes up with that topic needs to kind of intro it and why we're doing it. The reason we're doing this topic, and let me tell you what this topic is, who portrays the Joker the best? Who in your mind is the Joker? When you close your eyes and you think of who the Joker is, and by the way, just for this moment, we're wearing a Joker shirt, or a person wearing a Joker shirt. I am a fanboy. He's my favorite. He's probably my favorite DC character. We'll get into the Captain America love later. Not right now. He's not in DC. Obviously, he's Marvel, but
we're going to wait till
we're talking about DC.
Screen and he can cry then.
Correct. Yeah, that'll be a bad day.
I think he's on for another movie.
So
Evans has, I think.
That's what I heard too. So now our point is, when we're talking about Joker, who portrays him the best? All right, I'm going to lead this one off, and I'm going to say this right here. In life, you guys may disagree with me. There's times that I think that people are born to play certain characters. I think James Gandolfini was born to play Tony Soprano.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
I think, you know what I'm saying?
He's the perfect modern gangster.
He is. Yeah. He couldn't be the Godfather, but he's a perfect Tony Soprano.
He's the modern Marlon Brando. He is the modern Don.
Right. He's what he had to blend that.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, I think Heath Ledger was born to play the Joker. I don't think Heath Ledger is. You're gonna get your time. Here's why I say. Here's why I say this. I've never even heard of or seen a character do as much stuff on his own to get into a role as he did to play that. He locked himself into a shack out in the middle of the woods with no air conditioning and watched A Clockwork Orange around the clock to get himself into this character mode to play the Joker.
I'd watch that movie just to enroll for anything evil. That's the perfect movie to watch if you're going to be a psychopath.
And it is. And my whole thing was, I remember the first time I seen the movie, I went into the movie all that week arguing with people like, well, this idiot's going to be playing the Joker. Get him out of here. There's no way he's going to be what Jack Nicholson did. This is not it. This is stupid. Jack Nicholson murdered this role. Let's put it to bed. It's one of those, why would you even dare? How could you even dare step up to what this man did? That was my opinion going into that movie. I remember sitting in that theater. Our good friend Koresh was beside me watching that movie. I remember looking at Koresh and like, this shit he's doing right now is
we're talking about our friend Eric, not actual David Koresh.
Yeah, not David Koresh.
So people that don't know us start thinking Koresh, like, what are they talking about?
He's my buddy Koresh. He'll have some cameos. I remember looking at him halfway through that and I was like, this shit, what he is doing is unreal. I've never seen anything like this. To that point, this guy is murdering this. And I went in thinking he didn't have a chance to touch this.
I can agree with that.
And I remember walking out of that theater, and I swear on my life, I didn't know I was in a Batman movie.
Yeah, Heath Ledger.
And this is after watching Batman Begins, which I thought murdered it. Did a great job of bringing that character alive. I walked out of that theater, and I was like, bro, this is the most unreal thing, acting-wise, I've seen in years and years.
As usual, I have a mouthful, so I'm going to let Peeves talk on this.
Peeves, go ahead.
I'm probably going to go forever, so I'm going to let Peeves talk on this. So.
Okay. If you want to talk about actors, my go-to is Heath Ledger. But if I'm reading a comic book and it's the Joker's voice that I hear in my head, as you're reading, some people, like to make voices, and some people don't. I guess it's where your imagination is. Yeah. It's Mark Hamill. Then again, I grew up on Batman the Animated Series, and his voice to me, his laugh, it just pinpoints what the Joker is. But portrayed as a character in a movie, Ledger just knocked it out of the park. Just the anarchist view, the perfect blend of violence, comedy, everything goes to what the Joker stands for. And I'll point out the scene that so many people, probably know, and it's the pencil scene. I mean,
beautiful.
He puts it down. He's like, you want to watch me make this pencil disappear? Boom.
Magic.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's gone.
It's gone. It's just that him just saying it's gone. I mean, he's also not afraid to get his hands dirty in the movie. All throughout the movie, he's taken the lead role of every plant that he does. He is the centerpiece in every plant that he does in the movie. And then Ledger's improvs in that movie are great when he's walking away from the hospital and it's supposed to be exploding, and he's just sitting there. He's like, then he even that feels like the Joker to me when he's looking at it, twisting it, and just has that perplexed look on his face.
Wasn't that actually that did happen?
That actually was improv.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan was. You go back and you find the behind the scenes. Christopher Nolan was screaming at the pyro guys because the button was supposed to blow up right then, and it didn't. None of the pyro worked, but he kept just working with it, like beating the remote, and that was the Joker. That was him.
That's
getting
him.
like, okay, what's going on? This should have worked. Like, kind of laughing about it, and then like, oh my God, what? I gotta run on the bus because I'm about to die. That's the Joker, but at the same time,
before Brad starts, because we know Brad.
I gotta say one other thing before Brad starts.
I want to go a little bit further before Brad starts.
Sorry,
Yeah, I want you to. Go ahead.
I mean, we look at that film, and it's a perfect portrayal of good versus evil, and evil wins in that movie. Not
Absolutely.
a lot of people think about it, but
Absolutely.
the Joker beats Batman in that movie.
Absolutely.
he turns the city of Gotham on Batman.
Absolutely.
Even though he doesn't get the people to blow up one of the other boats, even though he gets captured, he turns, like they said, the city of Gotham on Batman. He turns Harvey Dent, who Batman said was Gotham's real hope and was, ready to lay down the mantle and everything for Harvey Dent. He puts that. He destroys all of that and turns him into Two-Face. And I'll let.
But before you unload,
I'm gonna unload. Like,
and that's
I
fine.
love Ledger's Joker, but there's so many problems I have. So.
Okay. Before you unload, to his point, the pencil scene is beautiful. Batman, yes, he's psychotic. Yes, he's crazy. But the most misunderused term is he's out of control. No, he is as calculated as Batman, if not more. Now, with that being said, tell me a time in that movie where his plan was not put to work. The end scene at the boats.
Yes.
Other than that,
like I said,
I think
he even had a backup plan if that didn't work.
I think he knew Batman. He has this deep feeling. That is, anybody that knows the Joker as a character knows that the actual polar opposite of Joker will always be Batman.
Absolutely.
He even says we're destined to do this for all eternity.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that was probably one of the greatest lines in the entire. When has him hanging upside down, like
make no mistake,
that's one of the most Joker scenes when he's laughing and has him hanging upside down. He knows we're going to do this forever.
Make no mistake, had he not died, he would have been in the next movie.
Yeah,
well, I'll bring up that point here.
He would have been the brains, and
he was actually supposed to be like it's in the novelization that Bane was going to let him out of prison.
He would have been the Banes,
and they replaced him with Talia al Ghul.
Say what you want to about the third movie. It's good. I mean, you're trying to follow up a masterpiece with.
Dark Knight Rises made its money based on Dark Knight. It's a decent movie.
I thought it did. Not getting off so too much. I thought it did what you kind of have to do. Let me say that. The reason I say that is because we are on this topic of the Joker. Mm-hmm. There is tons and tons of people who don't like Jared Leto's Joker. I personally like it. What the hell can you do to follow what Ledger did?
I like Jared Leto's Joker. I like the character. Like that scene with him and Tattooed Man.
Yes.
In the club when he's offering Harley Tattooed Man and then killing Tattooed Man. Or the scene the scene they cut out of the movie when, I don't know if have you seen the extended cut?
Yeah.
Okay, when Harley holds a gun to his head and he just
laughing.
pulls it to it and
he loves it. He loves it.
That's the Joker.
That's him.
Now, I'm glad they didn't go too deep in that relationship because if anybody knows Joker, that is the epitome of Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah,
I'm glad they made Harley the Harley we know now. The whole she's overcome all this bullshit. Like she's become.
But she's still a genius. She shows her genius in the film that she's still, the psychiatrist.
She turns on him. Becomes a hero, and still she goes back to him one time. All that, but let's get back to the whole. Who's the best live action?
Yeah, let's go. Roll it off, baby. I want to hear this.
You want to hear me?
Salivating with
Just waiting.
I've been salivating.
He's drooling, guys. He's drooling.
Anybody that's grew up on the comics, Nicholson had the perfect mix of sociopath and comedian.
Okay.
Can we agree when Batman '89 came out, he was the perfect mix?
To that point.
But let me stop you right there.
To that point.
It's just a testament to how good of an actor Jack Nicholson is, though.
Fair enough, and it's a testament to Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger, the pencil scene, the hospital scene with the remote, the scene where he's hanging upside down, laughing his ass off at Batman, saying, "We're going to go through this forever."
Okay, give me that really iconic scene,
or even the scene of pulling Rachel and saying, "You know how I got these scars?"
That's changing it up throughout the movie, since
now
he's just making shit up.
Me being the super nerd here.
God, I love it.
Here it comes.
Okay, let me ask you one.
That's not Joker. Joker is a full-blown gangster. He is a full-blown. Everything has to be funny, no matter how scary it is. And I think the scenes like the pencil scene, the remote scene, those are the most Joker scenes in that.
I mean, he does the whole even smoke grenade in the dude's mouth when he doesn't think it's a real grenade.
My thing is, I think as good as Ledger's scenes were, especially his improv scenes, Nolan should have let him do whatever the hell he wanted to do. Because Ledger is a comedic actor. We've watched 10 Things I Hate About You. Which actually...
I did.
No, screw you. It's
actually pretty decent.
It's actually a good rom-com. It is a good high school romantic comedy.
Let's stay off.
I didn't know rom-com was a word, but I do now.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Romantic comedy. Yeah.
Romantic comedy. Heath Ledger was known for that.
Subject.
That's what he was known for. He was known for movies like that. We know he's funny from Knight's Tale. Knight's Tale is actually an incredible comedy if you actually sit down and watch it.
Yeah, just because it's that bad of a movie, it's a comedy.
Screw you. If you grew up being forced to watch Chaucer's Canterbury's Tales, like, you understand the whole story. But at the same time, it goes back into that Michael Keaton thing. Michael Keaton was known for Beetlejuice. He was known for Mr. Mom. He was not known to be an action character or a bad guy. That's the privilege that Ledger got. He could go back and do what Michael Keaton done. Show that I can be more than just this funny guy. Now...
You're talking about Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson. Heath Ledger could prove that was his thing. Jack Nicholson, you go back and look at Batman '89. That's why everybody loves Jack Nicholson.
Let me ask you this. After obviously watching both movies,
Jack Nicholson was known for The Shining.
Hey,
The Shining
I thought he murdered it. I thought he murdered the Joker.
Yeah, like
I went into the theater dogging him out. But when I left this theater, and this is modern day, this is modern day movies that we're talking about here. I walked out of that theater, and I've never walked out of a theater.
Who Nostell was terrible.
What now?
What did he say?
Yeah, like, stop it. Nostell was awesome. LOL. No, Nostell was not awesome.
Yes, it was. It was awesome.
What did he say was awesome?
Nostell.
Look.
No!
Look.
Going back on what you're
Wait a minute.
I like Knight's Tale, but it was not an awesome movie. Is that my wife?
Let's not get off track here. Listen to me.
I mean, we're interacting with her.
We're interacting with actual viewers. It was a fun movie, but no, it was not an awesome movie by
let me make my point about Nicholson. I went into the movie thinking Nicholson was there. Wow,
the GOAT.
Well, the GOAT, yeah.
But when I flew over the cuckoo's nest, he was the GOAT.
Hey, when I walked out,
I won't even count The Shining because that's up here.
Let me go
God tier.
Listen, can I go one step further here? I'm gonna go one step further on this. I haven't seen nobody murder a role since Ledger in that movie to date that changed my mind on that is the best performance I've seen to date since that movie dropped.
Okay, I hate this TV show with a
Passion.
God. I know we're looking at PG-13 ratings here, so I will let one of y'all use the F-bombs to say you
I
said
think it's
last
already
week.
been
I
I'm
don't
pretty
think.
sure we've already
No
used
need
it.
for it. Let's go.
But from the first season, episode 6 or 7, something like that, when Cameron Monaghan came on,
Yeah, dude and golf.
and they did that whole, oh, you murdered your mother, and suddenly that laugh, and they teased people for this to be the Joker, I was like, holy shit, this kid is amazing. And then that second season come around, and they did the whole New 52 thing, like with the cut off face, and he stapled it back to his face. And then suddenly they did the, kind of tease people. He's going to hold, instead of Barbara Gordon, he's going to hold Bruce Wayne up and paint a smile on his face. The best single live action Joker we have ever had. I love Jack Nicholson. Jared Leto's, or God damn, I'm going to kill myself.
Heath Ledger.
Jared Leto. Heath Ledger is my number 2. I'm sorry, Jared Leto is like my number 6. I don't even think there's a number 5. But Jared Leto's my number 6. But Cameron Monaghan is my number 2.
Behind who?
Nicholson.
Behind Nicholson.
Ledger's 3?
Yes.
I would put Monaghan at number 2. I mean, he murders the role, and I mean, even though technically it's not the Joker, quote unquote, it really is. But I mean,
Well, technically he is now. Like
Yeah.
they've already said, his brother,
his twin
Jeremiah, is the Joker. Go back and watch the first episode of season 2 when he goes on a bus and sits there and covers it, a bus full of cheerleaders, laughing, cutting up, dancing, covers it in gas, and at the end he gets them in gunfight with the Gotham PD. And then the moment he runs out of bullets, he just kind of flips out like, oh my God, I'm out of bullets, laughs, cuts up. He's like, sorry, and jumps
That's
on
the
the
Joker.
gas truck. That's Joker.
That is Joker.
Yeah.
Joker, in all his madness,
He's still calculated.
he's still cold. He's still calculated. He knows. He has an entire plan set out to what
Can I ask you a
wants to
question?
do.
When did Ledger not have a plan in that movie?
No, I'm not saying he didn't, but as a comic book fan, Ledger's Joker was 110% spot on for the Nolanverse. Even for what Snyder is doing, I would put Ledger's Joker over Leto, over what David Ayer had Leto do in Suicide Squad. He would have been the perfect Joker for Suicide Squad. My thing is to get the perfect embodiment between the leader, the gangster, the sociopath, and the comedian. Cameron Monaghan is one of the few that has nailed every aspect of the Joker that you can think of in live action.
One of the few, but we're talking about maybe 6, 7.
I mean, I think
That's the thing, one of the few. Him
I
and
think-
Nicholson have been...
I think him, Nicholson, and Ledger has all nailed every aspect of the Joker that you.
Cameron Monaghan is the comedian.
Let me go as far as to say this.
Jack Nicholson's the gangster. Ledger is the anarchist.
That's
your top
I'm
three.
gonna go this far. There is not one role in Hollywood in the last 15 years I would not want to follow than
I'm not
Heath Ledger.
Drink it too much.
Heath Ledger as the Joker is the last role I would want to follow.
I will give Leto one thing. 2 scenes in Suicide Squad, as bad as that movie is, I hate that movie with a passion.
I enjoyed that movie, so.
I enjoyed times of it, but
This is why you guys are here. We don't
Being a
agree
com-
on
being-
shit.
being a comic book fan, Will Smith, there is nothing Deadshot. There is nothing about Deadshot's character in that movie ever.
No,
Would you
but-
at least agree with that from a comic book fan?
Yeah, but I mean, he plays a very entertaining role.
Deadshot would never say, let's go save the world. Oh, hell no. He's like, let's go kill these people so we can get out of jail. That would be his... But no,
That was kind of his mentality, though.
But Joker, the two true Joker moments in that movie were the two shortest scenes that Jared Leto had.
With the tattoo man?
The scene with Tattoo Man, like offering Harley and him. I get what they were trying to do with the whole all that shit. Saying his teeth were messed up and he was scared to smile. That and the whole scene.
He had
with,
goat teeth in that movie.
Yeah, they
the
tried to pull
grill.
some whole Batman beat his teeth out of him, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Don't get at me about that.
Go ahead.
That and the scene of him coming in and when he screwed with the one guy that worked for Waller, when he had him in the chair.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't even say the torturing Harley scene. Like the scene when he had the guy like hugging on him and laughing at him, like that's a Joker scene. Like screwing when he said, I'm gonna take care of you, but I'm gonna torture you at the same time. His laugh was incredible. I hate this may come down to me being a dick, but I hate the whole modern urban, juggalo, crack whore. I don't know how you said it that way, but that whole look.
I think they had to, though.
Yeah, I think with the universe they were going for, the Leto look was good.
Thank
That's
you.
David Ayer. David Ayer, if you've ever watched SWAT, if you've ever watched Training Day, that's his obsession.
Is with urban culture.
Urban culture. Like, that's his thing.
Let's just call it what it is. You have to at this day. We're kind of going to wrap this up.
I'll be fine with Leto filming his own movie.
I'm definitely Ledger.
Have we convinced
I'll
you
say
to go
Nicholson. Movie-wise, I'll say Nicholson. TV-wise, I'll say Monahan.
We got it.
But-
What do you say overall if you hear the Joker
Monahan.
voice? Joker's voice in your head is Monahan and not Hamill?
We said live action.
But we...
Voice in my head is Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill.
Oh, yeah, voice in your head, but...
that's
Mark Hamill is the prenuptiate Joker.
That's
and
like...
I will
wait a
use
minute.
this. I will use
Wait a
this
minute.
excuse.
Wait a minute. That's like
Wait,
saying...
we need a
Wait,
definition on that word.
hold up. Let me say this.
I'm made up words.
Let me say this. Hold up. Let me say this. This is hilarious. This is what I'm about to tell you. You can't really bring Mark Hamill into this, and I'll tell you why.
Technically,
Have you ever watched Birds of Prey?
No,
He has been live action. Technically.
He has been live
Okay,
action.
let's say he has. That's kind of like saying, hey, I'm going to marry her. She's good looking. She cooks and cleans, but she's going to be sleeping with my neighbor every day. No. You got to bring it all to the table, bro.
Did we have
I'm sorry.
1 or 2 seasons of Birds of Prey?
Well, I mean, unless you're swingers.
I think two.
But look,
I think it was
hey,
two.
guys, let's wrap this
We
one.
heard Mark Hamill in a live action role in Birds of Prey, so Mark Hamill wins because he was in Birds of Prey.
Let's wrap this one up, guys. We're going to wrap up on the Joker. We got 2 Ledgers and we got 1 half Hamill. I mean, I don't know where we're going with this one.
I go screw on ratings right
All right,
now.
here we go, guys. We're going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching.
On the Joker. We'll be back here in a little bit.